state your name and where you represent.
Blake.
What?
Who you be?
Blake.
How you doing, Blake?
Hi.
I'm doing good, dog. Hey, listen, I just wanted to bring another point of view to this, or maybe, I guess, bring up some points that I feel like some people aren't talking about. Number one, some of the things that they use to, justify Palin or whatever her name is, to justify her nomination as vice presidential candidate is some of the same things that they use to say that Barack would not make fit president. The fact that she's popular, they use that against him. The fact that she's young, they use that against him. And yet they're able to, I guess under the radar or without people taking notice, use these things to bolster her resume. And yet they're not. I don't think that's right. And as well, what has she done? Be a mayor of a town of 9,000 people? I don't feel like that's a good enough qualification to pick someone for vice presidential candidate.
All right, that sounds like something I also want to comment on, because all the points that McCain has used to attack Obama being young. What about the fact that McCain's had cancer 4 times and his governor's only been governor for 20 months? Like, what does he have to say for himself about that? We got a caller. Or not.
Hello?
Did I say what you were about to say?
Huh? All right, my name is Diamond Skinner, and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. And just to get an Arizona's point of view, McCain has really done nothing as far as the black community in Arizona. If anything, he's made things even worse for the black community. It's harder for people who are discriminated against to get laws passed to protect our people. It's harder for people to move up in a socioeconomic status. And since the primary election, everybody in Arizona has been moving towards Barack Obama because they know that if McCain gets elected, things are going to get worse instead of better.
Oh, wow.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. That's definitely a huge thing when it comes to elections. If you can't carry your home state, I mean, that's a very, very serious issue. Right. So that's something to look out for. I'd have to say, you have to put some of my 2 cents in there. Like, when it comes to issues of gender, age, and race, like, that's what makes you up as a person. So clearly it's going to impact the way how you vote. Even just on a simple level, like as a black person, if I see another black man running, I can in some ways hope that he can connect to my life experiences and therefore agree with me in some aspects on policy.
All right, we have another caller. Hello?
Hi.
What's your name?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Hey.
Who is this?
I'm sorry, this is Naya. I just I was
okay.
listening earlier about the whole issue about people flip-flopping on different stances on policies. I understand, but my only problem with that is as times change, your views change, certain visual details within the issue change. You might think at one time, this is a good way to get the troops out of Iraq, or, we need this immediately. Maybe a month or two later, you might look back at it and go say, well, you know what, maybe I was wrong the first time. I got to go back, I got to rethink this. It might take a little bit longer than before. So I just kind of it kind of irks me when people are like, oh, this one's flip-flopping, that one's flip-flopping, because as time change, people change. You can't stay on one way forever, or people be looking at you saying, well, you've been saying the same thing for how long, and what's happened now? This one's talking about something completely different, and you came in here talking about one thing you've been talking about since you came in office. So, how are you going to change things if you're talking about the same thing every single time?
I mean,
valid.
I think that's a good point, but at the same time, it plays both ways. On one hand, you want to be flexible to change, to be able to work with people, and your views change over time. But at the same time, you also want someone that's going to stick to their convictions and know really what they're about, and they're not going to be easily swayed by every which change in the events and things that go on around them. Because the fact of the matter is that when I elect you for how you think now. Right. I elect you for what I know about you. So if I elect you, and then something happens, and all of a sudden Obama gets elected, and he's talking about we should pull out of Iraq, and he gets up there and he takes a look at Iraq on the internal books and is like, no, I think we should be there for 20 years. Right. That's a serious problem.
Elaborating on that, basically, you don't want somebody that's just trying to play the game and get elected, just so they can get in office and then do whatever they want from there. You want somebody that you know where you're getting, and from there, they're going to run the government the way that you want it run, or the way you think it should be run, or the way that they said they would do it. Yeah. So, also, I think it'd be a good idea for a McCain supporter to call in. I think that'd be interesting.
If
'Cause
you're
I
out
think-
there.
Yeah, please do.
If you know how to use a phone, you might be old like him.
That was rude.
I'm rude. It's cool.
He actually
another
also
caller.
predates the telephone.
We have another caller.
Just kidding.
No, actually, I think he does.
Can I start?
Hello.
This is Wanda. Yeah, I just wanted to throw in that
Hi, Wanda.
presidential
Jeff,
candidate.
turn it up, Jeff.
Is this better?
On high.
Hello.
Is this better?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to throw out there that each presidential candidate is only one person. So when they get in office and they don't get everything done, I just hope that there's not this huge backlash against them saying, oh, they flip-flopped or they lied to us, because they have to work with a myriad of people. So, like, if Barack gets in there and he doesn't do everything that he said he's going to do, I hope people aren't like, oh, he lied. Or if McCain gets in there and doesn't do everything that he said he's going to do, then he's automatically a snake, because they have to work with a full cabinet and all of Congress. So I just wanted people to think on that.
That's a good point.
Thank you.
Of course, good point.
So you have any closing remarks on this?
I want to talk about the experience factor.
Quickly.
Yeah. Dom Chill. I want to talk about the experience factor because people like to go there a lot, but nobody ever brings up the point that